Welcome, everybody, to a new episode of the Pondcast. Today's episode, Battle at the Pond, Wugtrio. Wait a minute. That's Wugtrio. I'm your host, Draco, and joining me today is Chase.
What's going on, everyone?
And Guren.
Hello.
For those of you joining us today for the first time, our Battle at the Pond series is a serious look at Pokemon, but from different perspectives, where we offer our thoughts on how to train Pokemon individually and to help give new ideas and out-of-the-box thinking. And let's get into it. Wugtrio is a Gen 9 Water-type Pokemon that is a similar-looking species to Dugtrio, but obviously very, very different. Its abilities are Gooey, which lowers the opponent's speed by one stage when it makes physical contact. Rattled, where its speed is raised by one stage when the Pokemon is hit by a Bug-type, Ground-type, or Dark-type move, or is intimidated. And its hidden ability is Sand Veil, where it raises its evasion during sandstorms by one level. Its base stats are 425, with hit points at 35, attack at 100, defense at 50, special attack at 50, special defense at 70, and speed of 120. And being a water-type Pokemon, it takes 2 times damage from grass and electric types, and half damage from steel, fire, water, and ice types. Chase, go ahead, lead us off.
Yeah, I think Wugtrio is definitely one of the harder ones we've had to build. But this is my Wugtrio. His nickname is Common W because, let's face it, he is the Common W. Terra-type Ground, ability Gooey, and just more so keeping on theme because it's a water type. I gave it the Shell Bell, but also it will help with the HP recovery. 252 in attack, 252 in speed, and I gave it the Adamant Nature. Now I did build this to be more of a glass cannon, and the moves are as follows: Aqua Jet, Throat Chop, Stomping Tantrum, and Foul Play.
I was looking at it in that kind of perspective as well when making a physical attacker. I do like the moves that you chose, so you have the priority in the Aqua Jet, the Throat Chop for those, Hyper Voicers or Boom Bursters. You said it was Stomping Tantrum? Yeah. And then
Foul Play.
Foul Play. Because you do have the coverage against the electric types with the Stomping Tantrum, which is, pretty much ideal. Yeah, I think you pretty much seem like a menace.
And he's just a Common W, what can I say?
Yeah.
What I like is that you've got some very heavy-hitting moves.
So I really just put in Stomping Tantrum there for the Terra Ground to capitalize on the Terra type.
Okay.
No, I like it. Plus you can flip him ground if an electric type comes out, so that you don't. It's one less threat to worry about.
Yeah, I did clock that after I'd given it Terra type Ground, but initially I'd given it Terra type Ground because obviously it's the Dugtrio clone.
Guren, what about your build?
I really didn't know how to build this guy, so I just went something very unorthodox and probably not what anybody would expect for sure. So what I did was I gave my trio a Choice Scarf, the ability Gooey. I put his stats max out speed, max out HP, and then the rest into attack. Terra typing is still water, I just left it at water, but the main gimmick for this Wugtrio is just to be able to get off Final Gambit. And in the other cases where the opponent still lives, or it still lives, I just have other moves for like Aqua Jet for the priority, Sucker Punch for another kind of priority move, try to get some stuff off, and then Bulldoze just to be annoying, lower some speeds, like even if like the opponent's mon is, depending on what the opponent's mon is, of course. But yeah, the main thing for this thing is just to get off a Final Gambit. That's it. I was surprised when I found out this thing had Final Gambit, so I was like, oh, okay, let's work with that.
Yeah, I do like the idea of having a Kamikaze Wugtrio.
Like, it does suck that his HP is only like 35. I think was at the max is like 274 HP, but I'm sure you can take off. I think as long as the Pokemon's like has taken damage already, then it should be fine, I think.
I could just see a whole bunch of Pokemon like, what was that? I don't know.
It's like, now you're sweet for that much less HP now.
Not bad. My Wugtrio, I went with the ability Sand Veil because it's a water-type Pokemon that now is immune to Sandstorm. And I like playing off of that particular ability. This is one of my favorite abilities to use when I can utilize it. It's definitely set up for doubles, but also because of its speed, I could also set it up for singles. And what I did was I also gave it the item Bright Powder, which lowers the accuracy against the holder. I guess it says 0.9 times, so I guess you lose 10% of your accuracy. And of course, in order for Sandvale to kick, you need to have Sandstorm. So one of the first moves I gave it was Sandstorm. And to add salt to the wound, I also gave it Sand Attack to drop my opponent's accuracy even further. So not only are they going to take damage from the Sandstorm, not only are they going to be whiffing because I'm more evasive in a Sandstorm, and I'm holding the Bright Powder, but now I've dropped your accuracy on top of that. So good luck hitting Wugtrio. And instead of going physical, I actually went special attack and gave it the move Chilling Waters, which is a 100% chance to lower the attack stat by 1 to the target. So now you can't hit me, and if you do hit me, it's not going to hurt as much.
Physically,
which is actually his weaker of the two defensive stats. So this is a good thing. And then I also added Earth Power to this mix, because it has a 10% chance to lower the target's special defense by 1. So effectively, I've created a debuffer. And his Terra typing is ground, because of course if an electric type shows up, I want to be able to keep him in the fight a lot longer, especially for doing what he does. So I gave it Terra type Dark, which would also power Earth Power just a little bit more. So in all honesty, it not only do I get a boost for stab on the Chilling Waters to bring that up a little bit, but I'm also going to get stab off of Earth Power if I Terra Ground, which at a 90 power for base is pretty good, I think. Which means he becomes a major threat that you can't hit. Oh yeah. Also, I put all of my stat points into speed and special attack, with a little bit going into special defense, and give it a timid nature to just capitalize on that speed. I want it going first. It's gotta be the first one to go, because that Sandstorm is what sets everything up. Anything outside of that is gonna bring his it's gonna make him more of a target. So, first turn Sandstorm, second turn Sand Attack, and just go to town.
Dang. Common W has now turned into the Common W Mirage.
Common W. Oh my god.
Yeah, W for wrecked. Get wrecked.
Get did you set it to Wumble kind of thing, like situation.
Are you ready to wumble?
Yeah.
He's ready to wumble and win. God, that's it. I'm gonna make a Wugtrio. I'm gonna build this guy out, and I'm gonna call him Elmer Fudd. I mean, overall, this Pokemon just seems so meh. But then you gotta look into the individual powers and seeing what you can do. I mean, its speed is incredible at 120. Yeah, I think the hidden gem on this one is the fact that it can be put into a sand team, and he can do crazy stuff like this. I mean, you've got Bulldoze, which will automatically drop speed to everything else by 1, so it makes him even faster to get off more attacks. You can give it agility to make it even faster. It gets Water Pulse. Like it's funny. It has a lot of really good special attacks, even though its special attack stat tanks.
It's actually criminal how low Wugtrio's special attack is, because, in my opinion, its two best water moves, which are Chilling Water and Hydro Pump, are both special.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and if you do want to run Water Pulse, you have that chance to confuse, and confusion is pretty annoying sometimes as well.
I mean, like I said, it's got some really great special attacks, just doesn't have a stat to back it up. But that's why I kind of went with a lot of debuffing. So even though its special attacks don't do a whole lot, the stab alone will help it. But wrecking your opponent's accuracy left and right, and then having a mon out there that is debuffing you at every step just gets even more annoying. Like literally, it's not even meant to win a match. It's just meant to annoy your opponent and just whittle down their best stats. Then you've got moves like Helping Hand, Liquidation, Memento.
Yeah, Mementos I was looking at as a move too. It just seemed like could have been great. Like if I didn't have the choice scarf on, could probably use Mementos, and then I can go into Final Battle. Right? I think that's how it works.
It also has Headbutt. I mean, it's got Mud Shot, Mud Slap. Like, it's got all these debuffing powers. Like it really is a great debuffer as far as speed goes. And with that, brings our episode to a close. What are your thoughts about our builds? Do you have any ideas about Wugtrio and how you'd use it? Let us know in the comments down below. Also, be sure to share, like, and subscribe. Let us know how we're doing. And as always, have a great day. Bye.
Bye.
Ciao.